Okay, so it's 12 o'clock. I've got a new set of keys. There's the keys in the car. And here's a new set. Back bevels outward. I didn't expect them to actually give me the full-on same key variety as I had before. I thought it'd be like a little tiny key. It's got this annoying tag on it. So I've got to find some sort of chain. So the point of having a second key was, I was worried that I might be absent-minded and lock my first key in the car. Like, have my key in the ignition, get out the car and shut the door and then walk away a bit, and then it auto locks and then my key's in the car and my phone is in my bag in my car and I can't do anything about it, especially if I'm out. So now I've got that second pair of keys. I think what I'm going to do is buy some sort of chain thing that is always like attached to my jeans or my trousers when I go out, with like what do you call it, the climbing clip things, you know, carabiner, and then that would just stay on me wherever I go. And if I got out of the car at that point, even if my key's in the ignition of the car, I'd have a key that was in my pocket and chained to my belt, and I know it's always going to be there on me, and I'll be able to get back in the car. Or leave one pair of keys. I don't know if it would work if I left one pair of keys at home. No, it wouldn't, because I lock my door when I go out, so no one, like my family wouldn't be able to, my dad wouldn't be able to go into my room and get it. There'd be no way of him doing that. So yeah, I think it'd have to be chained to me. I think that's the best idea I can come up with until I get a flat or something. Anyway, I've just taken a little detour. This very bumpy but very wide parking spot on the golf links in Tavistock. And it's got a view of the Pimple up there. We're part way to Pewtor, part way to Tavistock. Not a bad bay. The lady who was just parked on one side of me is now parked on the left side of me, blocking that view I've just showed you. God damn it. There's a bit of a view over here. Is that Coxtor? I think that's Coxtor, yes. And then Pewtor is partially hidden by a bush. I'm gonna pay for the keys. It's going to be like £156. And then just as we're driving in there, I've got my wallet and everything to pay. Dad's like, "Oh, I paid for it." I was like, "What?" He said, "I'll call it a second late birthday present." I'm like, "He didn't have to goddamn pay for it." So I thought, oh, okay, since he's paid for it. I stepped into the place called Motor Parts Direct, and I bought this stuff that Richard Fanders recommended called Auto Glim, which is like a glass cleaner, but you can use it on other stuff as well as glass, like the steering wheel and the dashboard and things. It was more expensive than I thought. It was like £16. I thought it was going to be like £6 or something, maybe even less, but apparently not. So, but it can be used on more places on the car. It's a spray. It can be used on more places on the car than just the glass. And it doesn't leave blotches. I think if you use it to clean your window interiors and exteriors before you do night driving, I think it like evaporates off and doesn't leave blotches or anything. So yeah, I got that. That's one more job done on the car out the way. At some point it will need 2 new tyres at the front, which is going to be costly, and the biggest cost is going to be the cam belt replacement, which needs to be done. I think I had an estimate on how many miles or something before they want to see me pay for that. I think Seat are quoting a higher amount of miles for this cam belt survival than most cars take, so it really needs a replacement cam belt. I think it's the original one and it needs replacing, else it could fail and lots of stuff could go wrong with that. So as soon as I have the money for it, I should ask our mechanics to replace the cam belt of this car, else it might just kind of break randomly while I'm out driving or something, and that's a lot of issues with the car. Yeah, it's quite concerning actually. So that's somewhere up ahead, and I guess that'll make me feel more at ease on the car. And then at some point it'll need an oil filter and oil change, but I don't think that's due just yet. It's been done recently with the last seller. And I've got work today after 5 PM, so haven't got much of a day to do stuff in. Only got a few hours.